Graduates, you may be seated. Parents, grandparents, family, friends, and special guests. As principal of Fort Hill High School, I welcome each of you to the class of 2026 commencement ceremony. Before we begin today's ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the many special guests we have with us here today to celebrate the great accomplishments of this senior class. With us today, we have our members of our Board of Education, Vice President Dr. David Vaughn, board members Mrs. Linda Widmeyer and Mrs. Lori Lepley. Additionally, please let us recognize our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michael Martirano. Today would certainly not be possible without the support of our superintendent and this Board of Education, and for this support, we thank you. I would also like to recognize our central office staff who are present for today's ceremony. Allegany County Public Schools Chief Administrative Officer, Mr. Glenn Rice. Director of Secondary Education, Dr. Molly Stewart. Director of Elementary Education, Mrs. Jackie Enright. Director of Special Education, Dr. Wendy Main. Director of Information Technology, Mr. John Hampton. And Chief Finance Officer, Mr. Larry McKenzie. Thank you all for being here and for your support of our students. Additionally, I would like to recognize the presence of Mr. Dick King, Principal at the Center for Career and Technical Education. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our members of local law enforcement, our school resource officer, and our school security employee for their assistance, not just this evening, but every day here at Fort Hill. Your contributions in keeping our school running smoothly and our students and staff safe is greatly appreciated. Fort Hill High School has perhaps the best staff I've ever been blessed to work with. Our cooks, custodians, secretarial staff, instructional support staff, guidance counselors, and our teachers operate daily as a team focusing on our students. Their impact is evident here today as we celebrate this senior class. It is my sincere pleasure to work with such a fine group of people. It is with great pride that I ask all Fort Hill faculty and staff in attendance today to please stand and be recognized. And seated before us, and perhaps the most special guest of the evening, is the Fort Hill High School class of 2026. They are a very special class. And representing this class today at the podium, we are pleased to welcome two speakers from the class. Julia Ray Jackson is the daughter of Alan and Candy Jackson and will speak to the members of the class first, followed by Alexis Lexi Dawn McKee, daughter of Wesley and Melissa McKee. Ladies, please come to the podium at this time to deliver your class message.
Good evening, Fort Hill faculty, administration, parents, and family of graduates, and the Fort Hill High School class of 2026. It is my honor to speak here today at our graduation ceremony. I never thought I would have the opportunity to stand in front of a stadium of people on the day of my graduation, especially full of people I have grown so close with. Honestly, I never thought I would even be able to attend a traditional graduation ceremony. For a long time, my understanding of what high school was like came from movies and media. I spent years watching all the classic teenage staples like High School Musical, memorizing the different cliches I assumed everyone could fit perfectly into. Until I was able to step foot into one myself, I'd always just assumed high school was just like what they showed on TV. Turns out it was so much better than what was behind a TV screen. However, it took quite a while to come to that conclusion. Going from homeschool to high school is a massive change, one that at first I was all too reluctant to make. My first few days here were some of the hardest days of my life. To put it in a perspective that we can all understand, it was like walking into your chemistry class final, having studied material for English instead of chemistry. Oh, and you totally crammed for it the night before. Being in such a new and foreign environment produced such a feeling of uncertainty that words just can't describe. In reality, high school is nothing like it's all cracked up to be in Hollywood. Not everything is predictable, and certainly not everything can follow a script. Especially in the beginning, I was constantly questioning every single thing about myself. Where do I fit in? What if I am not smart enough? What if I'm not cool or pretty or poppable? Likable? What if I am just not good enough? At one point or another, I am sure we've all asked ourselves those questions. Questions that make us doubt our worth, where we belong. Standing here today, I can tell you that pushing past those questions is the reason you're here. After all, it is the reason I'm standing here today speaking to all of you, the reason that you've made it this far, and the reason you will continue to make it far beyond the walls of this school. Change is a scary thing, no doubt, but even scarier yet is the idea of staying stagnant. Without coming here to a new school, to a completely different way of learning, I never would have made the friendships I have today. Hi, Gabby and Clarice and Cameron and everyone. I never would have found out that I actually don't hate math. I just needed a little confidence, thanks to Miss Muir. I never would have tried new activities that have grown to be passions, and I never would have found home in a place that I hadn't thought to look. Embracing change instead of fighting it has brought new experiences and opportunities I never would have found if I chose to fight against it. Yes, life is ever changing, and it is always presenting us with new choices to make and new paths to follow, but that is the most exciting part. And we are never alone in change. We have teachers, mentors, family, and friends to help us on our journey. To my parents, if you would please stand. Thank you for being there for me every step of the way, even when I may have seemed like I didn't want you there. Thank you for standing by my side when I needed support and standing behind when I needed to look back and see how far I've come. You are my sturdiest rock, my biggest cheerleaders, and the people who have paved the runway so that I can begin to fly. Now, finally, to the class of 2026. I implore you to continue embracing change. I implore you to push past your doubts and look forward to all of the good that change may bring. While our futures may not look like the way we picture it right now in this moment, or how we imagine them as kids watching our favorite TV characters graduate, we will turn out just fine. And as you walk across this stage and take the first steps into your future, don't run away from the changes you face. Don't give in to the days you doubt yourself or the moments that you're not so sure of. Embrace the changes and the new choices you find yourself faced with every day. Take on the challenge of the future and trust while you may not know what lies ahead. Change it that may bring you things that are better than you could have ever imagined, as long as you remember to embrace it. Thank you so much.
Good evening, teachers, families, and the Fort Hill High School class of 2026. We did it. It's crazy to think, isn't it? Today is a day it seems we've waited for so long. But now, as I stand here and I see everyone here dressed so impressively, I realize that we shouldn't have been wishing it away. We shouldn't have hoped time would pass faster, because that means we wish away the friends we've made and the teachers we've loved. But that's what makes this day so valuable. The reason this is such an important moment is the fact that it does end, that it didn't last forever, even though sometimes it felt like it. And while it sounds like something that we should feel sad about, it isn't. This is a happy day. It's the start of a promising future, a future I see sitting in front of me. Among us sit tomorrow's doctors, lawyers, artists, soldiers, and so many other important careers. We are the leaders of the next generation. That is who we become. That is what we get to look forward to. And I know, it's easy to feel nostalgic as we look back. It seems like now especially we're surrounded by old pictures from when we thought we were so grown up, but we were really just babies. And if you asked most of the people in this stadium, they would still say we're just babies. But you know, that nostalgia, that melancholy feeling of leaving this all behind, it means that the memories made here with these people are memories worth remembering. Stories to hold on to as we all split and start a new beginning. Because this truly is just the beginning. After today, we move on. And I honestly think that's one of the hardest parts. Not only for us students, but also our parents and families. But instead of worrying about how everything will be different, think about what that change will bring. New opportunities, new places, new friends. Focus on that and let that hope guide you if you're ever lost. Feel pride as you grow and accomplish so many new things. And when you make it far, because I know you will, remind yourself where you started. Remind yourself what you've done and who was with you along the way. Go and do amazing things while keeping so many of the precious memories made here close to you. Because these people, your friends, teachers, and families, they help to shape who you are. They are proud, so keep them proud. Congratulations, Fort Hill High School class of 2026. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Well done, ladies. Thank you for representing this class so well throughout your time here at Fort Hill and at the podium today. It has become tradition for me as principal to forego the words of advice often shared with students of the outgoing class. I prefer to take the time dedicated for my remarks within the program to recognize a variety of groups and accomplishments of our senior students. Students, as I recognize the groups, organizations, and achievements which apply to you, please stand and be recognized. All seniors who have served as members of our music programs here at Fort Hill, to include our band, Sentinelettes, Color Guard, Sentinel Sounds, and Concert Choir, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. All seniors who have worn the Fort Hill Sentinel uniform as a member of one of our sports teams, to include our cheerleaders and unified sports teams, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. All seniors who have attended the Center for Career and Technical Education, earning an industry-recognized certificate for program completion, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Members of the class of 2026 earning positions of leadership within student government as class officers, as well as those earning induction into the National Honor Society, CCTE students who were inducted into the National Technical Honor Society, as well as Fort Hill graduates earning membership in the Rho Kappa Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, the Science Honor Society, and the Art Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Students enrolled in the P-Tech program earning an associate's degree from ACM, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Students who completed their senior year enrolled in the Bobcat Academy program at Frostburg State University, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Students who have completed the cheer program, earning them up to 15 college credits through ACM over the course of their senior year, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. And students who have completed 4 or more dual enrollment college classes with a letter grade of B or higher, who are wearing the blue and green cord provided by ACM, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Students who have served our school as Sentinel Sam, those who served as the voice of Fort Hill, or those students who were on the homecoming court, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Any senior who has received a scholarship award from the Fort Hill Scholarship Fund or from Fort Hill High School, those who received an athletic award, or students who earned an academic award over the past few weeks, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. And finally, no matter where you finish, the important thing, students, is that you did. For some of you, you are the first graduate in your family to achieve your high school diploma. For others, you are one in a long line of graduates from this great school. Some of you will enter into the workforce. Others will move onward to college or university or trade school. And as a veteran myself, it pleases me greatly to know that some of you will commit to serving our great country by entering into military service. Regardless of your plan, today the 138 students in this ceremony begin taking the first steps towards your next phase of life. Class of 2026, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. As we prepare for you to take that final walk here at Fort Hill High School and receive your recognition, I want you to think about how meaningful this occasion is, not only for you, but for your parents and family members. I also want you to take a moment to reflect upon the memory of one of your classmates who is not physically present with us today, but most certainly is present among us in spirit. Dr. Seuss once said, "Sometimes you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." Today, you have many fond memories of your time in school, and most certainly, you have memories that were not so pleasant along the way. The loss of a classmate at such a young time in their life is among one of the greatest tragedies imaginable. Nathan Eugene Slider, affectionately known as Nate, lost his life in an automobile accident on May 7th, 2023. This tragic event occurred near the end of his freshman year when Nathan was only 15 years old. Nathan loved to hunt, fish, and ride dirt bikes with his friends, many of which are seated in this class this evening. Nathan's parents, Bobby and Jamie Slatter, along with other members of his family, are seated with us here today. Mr. and Mrs. Slatter, please stand. At this time, I'm going to ask Anthony Blacker to come forward and receive the honorary diploma and present it to Nathan's parents, Jamie and Bobby Slatter. Class, the placement of the photograph of your fallen classmate signifies the journey and memories shared along the way with him. Nate's photo is placed near the staging entrance, significant of his time here at Fort Hill, where he entered as a freshman. It is my hope that you never forget Nathan Slatter as a member of your class. You have already learned in your short life that life is full of wonderful surprises as well as great disappointments. It is easy to celebrate the wonderful surprises, but it is how you handle those challenges life will throw at you that speaks the most about you. You have shown your ability to navigate life's challenges over these past couple of years. Today is evidence of that. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Fort Hill High School, I thank you for your persistence and resiliency through it all. And I want you to know that I, as your principal, believe in each and every one of you. And I cannot wait to see where your journey takes you. Superintendent Martirano, on behalf of the Fort Hill High School faculty and staff, I am honored to present to you the 138 members of the class of 2026 who are participating in today's commencement ceremony. These students have successfully completed the graduation requirements established by the Maryland State Board of Education and are eligible to receive a high school diploma from the state of Maryland. At this time, I respectfully ask that you come forward to address the graduates and accept my certification of the Fort Hill High School class of 2026.
Well, good evening to the class of 2026, and I want to direct my words to you. As your principal just announced, I am Dr. Michael Martirano, the proud superintendent of the Allegany County Public School System. Before I go any further, give your amazing principal a thunderous round of applause, if you would, Ms. Cannon. And those who know me well know that I love thunderous round of applause for our students, and I see some of you already smiling regarding that. So if you are able right now in the audience, I'm going to ask that all of you please stand and find your child or your family member, look them in the eye, please stand right now and give them a thunderous round of applause, the graduating class, if you can. Keep it going. Keep it going. Now, I'm careful about the thunder. We don't want that coming in, but keep going. You deserve it. There you go. That's the Fort Hill community that I know. And to our students, can you feel the love? You are the center of all of this tonight. On behalf of our Board of Education, we welcome all of you. You see, I love Allegany County and all her wonderful people. I was born and raised in these magical mountains, and I am a graduate of Bell High School. I vividly remember my own graduation just a few short years ago, wink, wink, where I was encouraged to become all that I could be and do good by everyone that I encountered. My personal and professional journey took me farther than I ever dreamed possible, and now I am humbled to be leading the Allegany County Public Schools, where my primary goal of focus is to support all of our young people in achieving their dreams their hopes, and their aspirations. And from the impressive nature of your graduating class, I believe that we, as a collective community, have worked hard to make that happen for you. Would you agree? Absolutely. Now, to our students, at this monumental moment, many people will be giving you advice and suggestions on as you embark upon the next phase of your journey. So I decided that I too wanted to impart a few important pearls of wisdom to guide you along the way. I want you to listen intently, with purpose, and rapt attention so you can absorb every tenet of what I'm about to say. Let's kind of say it's your last quiz before you actually receive your diploma. Are you up for the challenge? Good. I see a lot of affirming head nods. This is what I call my list of nevers and always. The first one will start out slow. Never, ever, ever bully or hurt anyone. Can you agree? Yes. Number 9, always punctuate your work with excellence and do more than is expected. Would you agree? Because you've done that already. Number 8, and I'm specifically focusing on the grandparents in this one. Never post anything on social media, and I mean anything, that you wouldn't want your parents, your grandparents, or your loved ones or your future employers to see. Grandmothers, would you agree on that one? Yes, 100%. No, thank you. She agrees with me. Number 7, let's see now how interactive this gets. And I want all of you to reflect on this moment. Always make your bed as soon as you get up in the morning, as it sets the day up for a sense of accomplishment. How many made your bed today? See, I think there's not many who've done that. This is the most controversial one of all, and I want you to listen intently to this. And you will remember this the rest of your life, and it is controversial. Never, ever, ever put pineapple on pizza. Can you agree to that? There you go. Today I said that at last night's graduation, and I had 10 pizzas delivered to me with pineapple on it. It's just downright wrong. Come on. Number 5, I got somebody agreeing with me. Number 5, always turn off your cell phone and just talk to people that you're with, because every chance you get, you'll be surprised at what you might learn. Would you agree? You do. There you go. Number 4, this is really important. Always send a handwritten note as a thank you note after receiving a gift. Don't send a text. Write an old-fashioned note, and I got a lot of people agreeing with that one as well. Number 3, never, ever, ever give up, and work hard, and persistence will allow you to overcome any life obstacles. And based upon what your principal has said, you've already done that, and keep that going. Number 2, always work hard, be kind, and use your skills, education, and talents to make a difference in the lives of others and to help the less fortunate. Would you agree? Yes, resounding yes. And number 1, never be afraid to say, I am sorry and that I love you, because leading with love is a position of strength, empathy, intelligence, and compassion. Would you agree? You have passed. Give them a round of applause. Graduates, your principal has certified that you are ready to graduate. Now let's make it official. Principal Cannon, I hereby accept as superintendent for the Allegany County Public Schools that the members of the Fort Hill High School class of 2026 have met all of the defined graduation requirements set forth by the state of Maryland and are eligible to receive a Maryland high school diploma or appropriate certificate. Graduates, one more time, I am so proud of you, so happy for you, so dazzled by your accomplishments. I wish you nothing but goodness, and I can't wait to see all that you become. Congratulations, job well done, and we are excited to see what lies ahead. And remember, the good and decent people of Allegany County will always be cheering you on. Thank you very much. Congratulations and Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Martirano. At this time, please join me on the stage to receive the members of the class of 2026 and to present them with their diplomas. Members of the Board of Education, please take your place at the base of the ramp where students will exit the stage to offer your congratulations. Graduates, you will be given instructions by row from Mrs. Twigg and Mrs. Sibley, school guidance counselors. Mr. John Wade and Dr. Brian McKinley, Fort Hill assistant principals, please come to the podium in preparation for the reading of the names of our graduates.
Gabriella Pearl Robertson. Danny Hu Nguyen. Ella Jean Bennett. Clarice Chuma Chiza. Julia Ray Jackson. Alexis Dawn McKee. Zachariah Sebastian Ahern. Zafira Ayad Hashim Ahmed. Miley Ann Lynette Anderson. Braden James Bean. Sebastian Daniel Becker. Robert Anthony Benitez Rodriguez. Mason Sean Bennett. Skylar Makayla Bennett. Anthony Dale Blacker. Jacob Elijah Bone. Cole Martin Blank. Oop. Devin Lee Blank. Elma Rose Boggs. Remember, she's going to come back around. Am I doing Blacker first? Or do you already did? Okay. Emily Nicole Shaw. Jordan Wayne Bonner. Xavier Lee Bowman. Molly Marie Boyce. Dalton James Boyd. Miley Rose Boyer. Kaylee Lynn Bridges. Gabriella Nicole Chapman. Hannah Grace Cole. Caden Edward Cole. Hayden Joshua Combs. Richard Alexander Comeyer. Ashlyn Brianna Kramer. Molly Grace Dixon. Michael Scott Cuppet. Jamesia May Dumas. Nakaya Lachey Dunn. Madison Darlene Egan. Jaden Marie Emerson. Andrew Michael Image. Kaylin Marie Faith. Jensen Shiloh Fetters. Connor Riley Fields. Braylee Alora Fisher. Camden Paul Frediska. Aubrey Nicole Foltz. Morgan Alexis Giffen. Jeremiah Kenneth Fincham. McKenna Ann Fetters. Addison Leanne France. Richard Randolph Ginnivan III. Travis Lee Greeley. Taylor Lee Guthrie. Liam Mace Hamilton. Bailey Michelle Hansen. Brady Lee Harbin. I don't have his ticket. Hey, what happened to the ticket? That one here, Jordan. Hey. That's okay. You're good. You're fine. Joden James Harris Volmerhausen. It's all right. Olivian Melinda Hevner. Daniel Isaiah Hewlin. Callie Marie Hoffman. Jenna Lee Holler. Cameron Jack Hook. Noah Justin House. Cameron Michael Hughes. Aslan Jacobson. Bishop Allen James. Ariana Fiona Duvall. Taylor Virginia James. Isaac Jacob Jones. Taya Sean Kazasich. Chase Bailey Lamb. Braylon Quinn Lewis.
Alexis Morgan Litton. Ariana Nicole Lohr. Christopher Quay Logston. Sarah Beth Mallow. Logan Patrick Mangus. Carter Alexis Marshall. Adelie Jane May. Alyssa Rose May. Kira Isabella Lindsay. Riley Edward McClurg. Sienna Dawn McCroby. Corbin Dwayne McKenzie. Kyler Christopher Miller. Makeem Memphis Montague Boyd. Skylar Gunner James Mundy. Alice May Nelson. Cameron Grace O'Rourke. Amelia Ann Pannoni. Victoria Dorothy Jean Poliski. Cadence Rose Phillips. Morgan Elizabeth Pomeroy. Rebecca Noel O'Rourke. Gavin Tyler Preston. Landon Edward Ritchie. Devin Michael Ross. Markel Maurice Ross. Wyatt Anthony Saunders. Cordell Haitian Schreiner. Andrew Peyton Schultz. Dakota Paul Shambaugh.
Titus Herr Beats.
Titus Cole Sheets. Briley Elizabeth Shoemaker. Reed Michael Shoemaker. Addison Nicole Shreve. Abrahani Chesnelas Silva. Kaya Ray Simpson. Lila Noel Silber. Dalton Wayne Signs. Xaviana Aramis Smith. Aubriana Ann Spangler. Sam Christopher Spencer. Aubrey Lynn Stafford. Kian Andrew Steinmetz. Joshua Christopher Robert Stewart. Elizabeth Ray Ann Torres. Callie Ann Trube. Ahmed Marquise Edward Saunders. Amos Malachi Stickley. Maxim Alexei Stickley. McKinley Brooke Thomas. Jacob Daniel Twig. Jonathan Orion Twig. Cheyenne Alyssa Twig. Susan Kaylee Twig. Tucker Thomas Twig. Riley Day Wasdorp. Aiden James Warnick. Brooklyn Ruth Webster. Daisy Marie Weller. Maya Lynn Wentling. Aiden Emmanuel Wharton. Brennan Micaiah Wigger. Chloe Ann Williams. Anastasia Marie Wilson. Macy Noel Yarnell. Austin Matthew Zembauer. Braylon Connor Younger.
Good. Thank you.
Class of 2026, Please stand as we officially transition your role from student to alumni through the movement of your tassel. Parents, friends, and family members following the ceremony, graduates will exit their seating locations and enter onto the grounds of Fort Hill High School. Please feel free to enjoy time together upon the grounds of Fort Hill High School in celebration of this fine accomplishment. Students, as you enter this ceremony, your tassel extended to the right side of your graduation cap, signifying that you had not yet been recognized as a graduate. At this time, I am pleased to announce that each of you are now the newest class to be considered alumni of Fort Hill High School. Please move your tassel to the left-hand side of your cap and remain standing while our band plays the alma mater. Congratulations to the Fort Hill High School graduating class of 2026.